Okay, yeah, I got it.
How many of you have ever been in a picture, taken a picture, or seen someone take a picture? Every single person in the room. Okay, now, that happens more oftentimes than not. Your first dance recital for you girls, if either of you danced, your first baseball game for you guys, or your first sporting event, your first day of school, the first time you lost a tooth. All of these times our parents more than likely commemorated them by taking a picture. And more than likely they took that picture with the camera that was something like this. Now, how many of you would believe that if they'd taken the picture with this camera, it would have turned out to have been a better picture? Just about every single one of you in here. Well, that is a misconception that many people have, because more often than not, most people believe that the more expensive the camera, the better the picture is going to be. But I want you to imagine for 1 second that this is daytime and this is nighttime. Okay? Imagine that you're trying to take a picture here. It's fairly easy to take a picture when it's light outside, but it's more difficult to take a picture when it's dark in the room or dark at night. With a camera such as this one, there are 3 things that you're going to have to adjust personally in order to get a good picture: the shutter speed, the aperture, and the ISO. Okay? And those 3 things are how many of you know what those 3 things are? About half of you to a little under half. Well, what the shutter speed is how fast the shutter of the camera, which is what lets in the light, how fast that opens and closes. The aperture is how far it opens and closes. And the ISO stands for International Standardization Organization. Okay? Now it sounds like some big fancy organization that's a government agency or something. What that actually is, it's an organizational standard for film, and that has been transferred over to the digital era. And basically what that means is the quality of the image that is implanted onto the film, or onto the digital aspect of the camera. That is according to the Random House Incorporated. And Tim Monahan once made the statement that a simple point-and-shoot camera that can cost as little as $100 in the hands of the right person, more times than not, will take a better picture than a $1,000 digital SLR camera. And one thing, and one of the reasons that he said that, is if you're trying to take a picture in the dark or at night, you're more often than not going to use a flash. And a flash on a digital SLR camera is made to just light up and illuminate the entire room. Okay? And those of you who know anything about science know that a light wave doesn't necessarily bend as well as a sound wave. So it's not going to light up every nook and cranny of the room like it would if you were to just say something. That is a flaw in digital SLR cameras. Whereas the flash on a simple point-and-shoot camera, according to Ben Long, it has what's called a fill flash. Okay? And what that's meant to do is to capture the light that is there and to simply light up the remaining parts of the picture. Now, with that new understanding of photography, that this simply doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a better picture. None of us in here are professional photographers. Okay, some of us might have more experience than others, but none of us are professional photographers. And with that newfound understanding, I encourage you to begin commemorating different points in your life. And you can do that for as little as $100 for a simple point-and-shoot camera such as this. And I ask that whenever you're considering to buy one, remember that it's not the quality of the camera or how fancy the camera looks or how amazing the pictures look on the ad for the camera that actually are going to make the difference. The talent and the abilities of the photographer trump over the talent and the ability of the camera any day.